Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting Inner Geekdom matchup. Tonight, we have a very, very good one with two returning players. One we haven't seen for a while. The other one we've seen. He's one of our newer bloods, but it ought to be a great match. And before we get into all that, I want to introduce the panel joining me tonight. We have the creator of Inner Geekdom. He is the real Caleb, Mashed Potatoes. Caleb, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, guys? Doing good. A little sore and a little hoarse from the concert I did last night, but I'm excited to get this match underway. Maybe it'll get one of these players off our back a little bit. He's finally getting in, and Jim's always fun to watch. So.
Yeah, we'll probably never shut the other one up. But also joining us, a lot of credit goes behind the scenes with this guy. He helps with questions, he helps with design, as you see with our intro video and other things we're going to add to the video, to the editing process to make it more fun for you guys, the viewers. He is our resident superhero, stock footage himself, the Hurricane Kane McMillan. How you doing tonight, Kane?
Since I'm doing all this stuff for you guys, can you mail me back my glasses? I mean, I can't see without them, and the fact that you guys stole my glasses until I do all this stuff for you guys for free, I really would like to see again. So it'd be really appreciative if you guys would just mail me back my glasses. It's really dangerous for me to drive without them. But yeah, I can't wait for this match. I love Jim and Mark said it.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, Caleb. Or I mean Kane. We'll send you back your glasses, but we need some more things first. And there's always Uber. Uber will always pick you up. I'm sure you're in a big enough area for it. We'll send you $1 per ride. You'll be fine.
I don't trust Uber.
It's all right. They're trustworthy.
Get a lift.
But with that out of the way, we'll go ahead and talk to our players before the match, before we properly introduce this bitch. Let's talk with first. He is returning after his one loss. I can't really say devastating loss because he fought his heart out for it, but he is El Lobo, Jim Green. Jim, how you feeling tonight heading into this match?
Yeah, it definitely was not a devastating loss. It was a real close loss right down to the wire against, the comic book lad Grant Gregory, who, is a beast in his own right. So looking to get back on track here and pick up my first win in Inner Geekdom.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you always want to have that mindset to get into it. Do you have any thoughts with your opponent? Are you nervous? Did you have to specially prepare, or you ready to just go in there and whoop some ass?
I have not seen Mark play in Inner Geekdom, so this will be a fun time. It'll be a fun time. And no extra preparation other than I did just watch Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
To give you an idea, last time he played, he lost to me. So there you go.
So easy win.
Of course, that was our stock footage. Kane always rubbing that in, as well as the Oscar award-winning Suicide Squad. We are holding open applications. If you have editing skills behind the scenes, please let us know. But, I can't wait to see how you do in this one, Jim. And hopefully you get a win to come back from that loss against Grant. But let's go to your opponent. I know this guy very well. He's sometimes a male, sometimes a female. We don't judge. But he is, I like to call the Enigma, Mark Boric. Mark, how you doing tonight, buddy?
It's great to be back in the Inner Geekdom ring. Yes, Kane, our beef is done. At least my beef with you is done. You're just the Hurricane stock footage now. No more Yellow Ranger. But
no more racism.
Okay, that was never my intention. But it's great to be back. I'm finally back in the Inner Geekdom ring. But now I really, really need to have my goals set on A guy whose record's coming close to mine right now. He's what, 1-2? King Caleb, I'm coming after you. I've been calling you out for a long time. It's so hard to get a match with you. I need this match. I need to beat Tim Green for the third time. This time in the Intergeekdom. But yeah, I count. You don't have the fingers, buddy. You don't have the fingers to count there. But come on, let's do this. I'm focused. I'm ready. Let's get it on.
All right, and that is Mark Boric with the insane man crush on Caleb Coho.
I will destroy you.
All right. With all that out of the way, let's get to our proper introductions for this match. First, making his way to the ring, he is 1-4. He is a lot of different names. He is the Canadian Night Mare and also Harley Quinn. He is Mark Boric. And his opponent coming to the ring, 0-1 record. He is El Lobo, the Wolf, Jim Green.
Woo!
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into this, let's go over the rules for round one real quick for any new viewers out there that are just joining us now. Round works as such. We have 8 simple questions from 8 predetermined categories. You will have 15 seconds to write your answer on your whiteboard or pen and paper. We don't judge whichever one. Of course, spelling, we don't worry too much about. Our little friend JTE here, we don't worry too much about it. As long as you get the pronunciation right, or at least right on there with some of them, that's all we worry about. And for each correct answer, you get 1 point. There is no stealing. There is no deduction for wrong answers. So with that out of the way, Mark, are you ready?
I gotta give you guys credit for not a lot of judging going on here, especially by the actual judges.
I'll take that as a yes. And Jim, are you ready?
Bonesaw is ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it on. First, with our first 4 questions.
All right.
Kane?
Time to go into my famous pose, the stock footage pose. Your first category is going to be in the realm of the MCU. In Iron Man 3, what is the name of the protocol for when Tony Stark releases all his suits out of his house? It was worded a different way, but I'm kind of blind. So it's all Tim's fault.
Hey, if you did what we said to begin with, I wouldn't have to steal your fucking glasses, Daphne.
5, 4, 3,
Hey, see, I did 1950s on Dirty
1.
Look. Nerdy Look.
Pens
All
down.
right. Let's start off with the guy I actually like on the panel, Jim.
Hey,
Is it the house party protocol?
I think we could give it to him, yeah.
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 I mean, he said,
Yeah.
yeah, he said it.
Yeah.
And Mark.
yeah, that's what I got also. What were you guys looking for? House party.
It's
House
incorrect
party
for you.
protocol.
Oh, yeah, it's just the house party protocol. Yeah.
Well,
so.
you don't need protocol because you said protocol in it.
I like to give you
That's
guys
true.
a hard time, okay?
Okay, I was just
In your
really
next
wondering.
category of the DCEU.
Oh, damn it.
The award-winning DCEU.
Yeah.
That's true. In Wonder Woman, who was the character that turned out to really be Ares on Earth? What is the Earth name that Ares was going by? If you need it to be rewarded. I know one of our competitors today likes to dress up as Harley Quinn, but I think the superior woman in the DCEU is definitely Wonder Woman.
5,
Jesus Christ, Kane.
3,
Any more shots?
2, 1. Pens down.
All
Pens
right.
down, Jim.
All right. Let's go to Harley Quinn.
I wasn't able to pull it.
Oh, that is incorrect. Jim.
That one Parliament guy that kind of looks like Lupin, but it's not.
That is also incorrect. I hate that.
Worst reveal of the movie.
We were looking for
accurate, but incorrect.
Yeah, we were looking for Mr. Sir Patrick Morgan. Almost sounds like a beer.
Sure does.
Such a generic name too. Damn.
Yeah. All right, so your next category is in the realm of the Wizarding World. What year saw the release of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix?
Shit, I just watched it and I didn't stay for that part of the credits.
Which you didn't
Don't
look
worry,
at
I didn't watch any of 'em.
the trademark watermark there at the very, very end of the credits. 5, 4, 3.
Oh wait, no,
Two.
sorry. Repeat.
What?
Repeat
Okay.
the question. First one from Mark.
Oh,
It's in the Wizarding World. What year saw the release of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix? Caleb, if you were a wizard, what would your wizard name be?
I mean, like it'd probably be the same, or unless you'd throw just like the Magnificent or the something whimsical.
I think I would choose Gandalf
like-
the White because I think that's pretty original.
Absolutely.
The
5,
fuck?
4, 3. I don't need to count it down. They both got their boards up.
All right, let's go to El Lobo.
I switched it to 7 at the last second.
Ooh,
2007.
that is the correct answer.
Thank God.
And Mark.
Damn it! No, I said 2004.
Ooh, that was
Yeah.
Azkaban.
That's yeah. Oh my!
Thanks, Robert.
I had the order mixed up.
All right, so the final question that I will be initiating, and probably the final question I'll ever be initiating in round 1, is in the realm of DC. In Red, what actress plays Sarah Ross, a worker at the pension office that Frank falls for?
Oh my God.
I did love this movie.
Same. It's like, I think it's one of the last Bruce Willis movies that wasn't bad.
Yeah. I mean, 2
5,
was just as good, but it wasn't one.
Who
3,
didn't have Morgan Freeman?
2,
Yeah.
1.
It's a
Hands
long
down.
repeat. I need to repeat it. It's a long, relatively long.
Another repeat for Mark.
All right. He only has 2 left for the whole game.
I just
In
needed to write
DC.
down her name.
In Red, what actress plays Sarah Ross, a worker at the pension office that Frank falls in love for? Have you ever fallen in love, Tim?
Multiple times. Never works out.
Regretted it every time.
5. I'm not going to count down. They both got their boards up.
All right, let's see if this repeat worked this time for the Harley Quinn. What do you have?
Mary Louise Parker.
Yeah,
That is correct.
You got
And
one
Jim.
chick from Weeds.
Well,
I knew it was Mary. I couldn't remember her last name.
Yep.
looks like that repeat saved Mrs. Quinn.
Oh yeah, I needed it time.
Yes,
All right.
indeed.
So that rounds up the first 4 questions. After your score count right now is a tie at 2 apiece.
Yeah.
No perfect rounds today.
All right. No perfect rounds going into the second half of round 1, which I will be administering the questions for. Yeah. All right. So, question number 5 comes in the category of Marvel movies. Just to go ahead and clarify, this is Marvel movies that are not in the MCU. What Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie sees the actor Thomas Hayden Church?
Looks like Mark Boric is already ready.
To me, this guy will always be the bad guy from George of the Jungle. How about you, Kane?
Oh, man. Now I'm thinking about George in the Jungle. I love that movie.
What about Sideways? Come on now.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. Let's go ahead and go to Jim.
It's Spider-Man 3 with a throwback to the first one in it.
That's correct. All right,
Guys,
and
it's
Mark.
Spider-Man 3. He played the Sandman.
Yep. Okay, that's correct. Your next question, question number 6, comes from the category of Middle Earth. In the Hobbit movies, how many children does Bard have? I have the same question, but about Tim.
How many children do I have? None.
Yeah. 5,
None.
All
Thank you,
your children.
Christ.
4,
Everyone in
3, 2, that you know of. Pens down. Pens down. Time is up. Let's go to Mark first this time.
Once again, 3?
Nope.
It was just 2.
No.
Thought there was a third one.
No, that's correct, Mark.
Yeah.
3.
Wait, 3?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Jim.
Oh,
I thought he had 2 boys and 2 girls.
No.
I said 4.
Nope. He's got it down.
A son and 2 girls.
yeah.
There you go. Thank you. I could not see.
That's what I was thinking.
One
too.
son, 2 girls.
If we are wrong,
All right.
we'll hear it from Robert in the comments.
Yep.
He's still
So
getting mad late to the party.
All right. So next question is in the category of Star Trek.
Yes.
Star Trek. What year saw the release of Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home?
A great entry into the early Star Trek movies after the horrendous
Absolutely.
Star Trek the motion picture.
It's probably one of my top 10 movies featuring whales.
Oh yeah.
I think Free Willy's my favorite.
I mean, it's up there, but like
Yeah, the Voyage Home, it's just like,
5,
kind of.
4,
I really enjoyed it.
3, 2,
And
1,
Mark,
and
if
a
you get this
double
wrong, we can't be
dumbass on
teammates.
you, Mark.
Sorry, it's on me. 1986.
That is correct. And Jim.
I said 84.
Oh, all right.
Mark, our team is saved now. You remembered my birthday year.
I can't recall if you've ever told me that before, actually.
I'm pretty sure I have.
All right, guys. Last question here in round 1 comes from the category of Star Wars.
Yes.
Who was down in Jabba's holding cell that met with Han after he was thawed out of carbonite? This, children, is what we call a gimme question. There's always got to be one.
Yeah. You always got to throw him a bone. At least that's what Kane makes me do.
I'm still
Thought
waiting
you
on my
had all the
glasses.
power. You've got the glasses.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jim.
Leia.
No,
Ooh, incorrect.
it was the mighty Chewbacca. Chewie, Chewbacca, however you want to say it.
I don't know if
That
we can
is-
accept that because you gave us 2 names, and it's like his name is not Chewie Chewbacca.
Oh,
No, I
Jesus
said-
Christ,
No,
Kane.
I said Chewie, or you could say Chewbacca. Or no, I said the mighty Chewbacca or
Mark,
Chewie.
he's fucking with you to rile you up. Calm down.
All right.
All right, so Kane, what's our score after round 1?
Mark has put a very impressive 6 points out of 8, and Jim is right behind him with 3. It is still anyone's game, and if you learned anything from our Steven and Robert match, round 2 can go anyone's way.
Absolutely.
That is correct. And to explain the rules for round 1, I will do that real quick before we bring up our magical wheel.
Ooh, we're doing round 1 again?
Oh, I really wish I had Xanax. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Here's how round 2 works. Round 2 is our lovely wheel round, and it works as such. Each competitor will have 2 spins. Your first spin is a mulligan unless you land on opponent's choice. If you land on opponent's choice, you have to take it, and your opponent does decide your fate. Now, with each category, there are 4 questions apiece in each category worth 2 points apiece. But if you want, you can opt for multiple choice. The point value goes down to 1 point, and there is stealing. So if you miss a question, your opponent can pounce and take those points. Now, before we get into it, our quick promotion for the wheel is brought to you by our friends at State Farm, who remind you switching to State Farm is worth it with accident forgiveness.
That's all state.
It's all state.
Yeah,
I mean, all state, yes.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, I guess we're not getting promoted by Allstate anymore. But hey, State Farm, hit us up.
Kane, we haven't gotten promoted by jack shit since I've done this.
The great
All
thing
right.
Palmer tells you to go stick with Allstate. They're your friend. They're there for you. Go
Mark,
Dave
you
Palmer.
are in the lead. You can decide whether you want to spin first or defer to your opponent. So, would you like to
You
go
know
first?
what? Being nice and being the nice person that I am, I'm going to defer.
All right, Jim, you are up for your first spin of this magical wheel.
I'll stay.
Ooh.
Thank you, Mark.
Hey, it's not a weakness for me, so I'm happy.
All right.
What category? I didn't
It's
see
the
it.
Wizarding World.
Oh,
He
okay.
landed on his strength.
Oh boy. All right. Gotta get over there. All right, here we go. Your first question in the Wizarding World, Jim. What character in the Harry Potter series is played by veteran actor John Hurt?
That would be Ollivander.
That's correct.
Yeah.
For 2 points. All right. Second question. What is the name of the magical potion that is also known as liquid luck?
Felix
That
Felicis.
Harry- Oh, yep. Holy crap. Big 2 points.
It's almost like
Didn't
this
even
is
wait for
strike.
me to finish the question.
Give me one steal.
Holy crap. I wrote some good multiple choices for that too. I've never
He
used
wins it
it.
from
I'm a little sad.
Slughorn in a potion making contest that he gets out of his book.
That is
Now he's
accurate.
just showing off.
Okay, we'll have someone else contest, eh?
All right. Question number 3. What animal's form does Ron's Patronus take in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix?
That's a dog.
Jeez, that is correct.
I literally just watched that movie an hour
For
ago,
2 points. Oh my goodness.
and I noted who everybody's Patronus is turned into.
All right. Never use one of those questions for Jim again. Got it. All right. Your final question in the category of the Wizarding World. What Hogwarts professor set up the Devil's Snare obstacle to protect the Sorcerer's Stone in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone?
Or Philosopher's Stone, if you live overseas.
Yeah, if you're a foreigner.
This is a weirdly worded.
5, 4,
You do have 4
Three.
repeats.
2,
Repeat the question.
1. Okay. 1 repeat for Jim. What Hogwarts professor set up the Devil's Snare obstacle, or made the Devil's Snare obstacle to protect the Sorcerer's Stone in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone?
I'm pretty sure I know, but I'll go multiple choice on this one.
All right, he's going multiple choice. Is it A, Professor Flitwick, B, Professor Quirrell, C, Professor Sprout, or D, Professor McGonagall?
Sprout.
That's correct for 1 point.
Herbology.
Yep, Professor Herbology. There you go. All right, so big round 2 for Jim there. Kane, what is our score?
Yeah, Jim put up 7 points. Got them all correct. Just had to go to multiple choice in the last one, putting him at 10. So he's in the lead. Mark still needs to have at least a decent first round to stay in it. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's okay, Kane. Mark, you are up at the wheel. It is The Price is Right. Wizarding World is off the board. And he lands on player's choice.
Player's choice. Oh dear.
Mark, I will run down the categories that are
No
left
need,
for you.
No need. Star Wars.
he's going to the place with the wars and the stars and all that fun stuff that I've never understood.
Wait, who wrote the questions?
That is all disclosed.
Better not be you, Caleb. You go deep for my matches. You go deep, 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 deep.
In your first question, in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, what is the first word of the crawl at the beginning of the movie? He needs to do some reading to answer this question.
I mean, we all know that's not Harley's strong point.
my God.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Okay,
One.
I'm going to use a repeat.
All right, you only have one left for the rest of the game.
I know.
In Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, what is the first word of the crawl at the beginning of the movie?
Shit, I shouldn't have used a repeat multiple choice.
Is it A, peace, B, traitor, C, war, or D, treachery?
War.
War is correct for 1 point.
Because they're talking about the Clone Wars.
Yep.
All right. Your next question is, who is the leader of the Gungans in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace?
Boss Nass.
That is correct for 2 points.
Big 2 points. Mark's battling back.
All right. Your third question is, what is Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi's reply to this famous Han quote? You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon? What is his response?
Oh my God.
Oh, Jim.
I think it's. Yeah. I've
Five.
got something in my head, but I
4.
want multiple choice just to see if it's even.
All right. Your multiple choice is it A, why is it special? B, should I have? C, what is so special about it? Or D, why should I have?
Wait, can you repeat B and D again?
I'll just repeat it all for you, okay? Is it A, why is it special? B, should I have? C, what is so special about it? Or D, why should I have?
Let's go D.
D, why should I have? Is incorrect.
I'll go
Chance
with
to
B.
steal for Jim.
You said C?
B is in boy.
B as in boy? That is correct for 1 point.
Ooh.
I thought ahead of time. I said since they're so similar, if Bart guesses one and it's
Yeah,
wrong,
I
I'm gonna
know.
guess the one that's the same as it, but slightly different.
No.
Yep.
Oh my.
But nonetheless, that is a huge steal.
Yeah.
Very important steal there going into the last
And your
question.
last question.
Damn it.
2008 saw the release of what Star Wars figure?
Gosh, so your last word cut out on you.
Yeah, 2008 saw the release of what Star Wars feature?
Feature. Okay. The Clone Wars.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars is correct for 2 points.
Challenge. He said the Clone Wars. It's Star Wars: The Clone Wars. No,
Oh, fuck off.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I needed to clarify with that last word because you cut out on me there. So just to confirm that it was the Clone Wars.
Yep.
All right, just to go over the score right now, we have at the end of round 2 a tie at 11 points apiece.
Still tied. Oh, crap.
All right. that means round 3 is going to be very, very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. And round 3 is our magical quote round because certain people cried about IMDb.
Oh, yeah, that's on.
Our main names.
I'm crying about
But-
the crying round 3.
But how the quotes work, I always love to let the two that introduced this, that came up with this, say it. Last time we let Caleb, so Kane, I will let you introduce round 3 rules for this one.
Oh, I get the privilege to do it. All right, so round 3 works like this. Pretty much, you guys are both going to be given a set of quotes. The first set of quote, you can ask for either the actor, the character, or the movie. The actor and the character are worth 1 point. The movie is worth 3. You get pretty much, if you get the actor and the movie, you get 4 points. Now, however many points you score in the first set, you can get the exact same amount of points. In the next step, you must get all the actor, the character, and the movie all correct. So, do you have any questions? There's also
Unfortunately, no.
All right, since that is out of the way, and we do have a tie. Mark, you are the higher ranked competitor. Would you like quotes from set 1 or set 2?
Going second hurt me before, so I'm going to go with number 1.
All
All
right.
right.
Go on,
Jim, you
quote
will have
one.
quotes from set number 2. And Kane, is that you proctoring for Jim? Or is it-
No, it'd be Caleb.
Oh, for Jim. I'm sorry about that.
That's quite all right.
All right. So Jim from he's in
Set 2.
2. Yep. Sorry. All right, your quote is, "Yeah, well, I got nowhere else to go. The ex-wife took the whole damn planet in the divorce. All I got left is my house."
No, it's not house. It's
What does it say? My bones.
Yeah,
Sorry.
My Bones, that is Carl Urban from Star Trek 2009, and it would be Bones McCoy.
that is correct for 5 points.
Damn it. Should have gone with that one. Damn it.
Big 5 points.
When he said, I was like, okay, this is Carl Urban, this is Carl Urban. My home. What?
I apologize. I'm doing both the call and the questions on my phone. It's very small.
Oh, okay.
Understandable. All right, so Mark, your first set of quote would be, "Never thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf."
Of course, oh,
5,
wasn't it Jonathan
4,
Rhys Meyers, Gimli,
3,
and
2.
Lord of the Rings, Return of the King?
Ooh, 4 points there.
No, that's 5, isn't it?
No, he said
Nope.
Jonathan
He
Rhys
said
Meyers.
Jonathan Rhys Meyers. The correct answer was
Oh.
John Rhys Davies.
Davies. God damn it.
Yep.
So that means Mark is still behind. And if he
Yep.
wants to win, he must get his next quote correct, all 3 of them, to take the lead.
Dang it.
All right.
Just trying to remember who played him, and I got the last name wrong.
All right. So your quote will be, "No, I bet you weren't born from a very hard-boiled egg, ducky."
Can you repeat that? You cut out in and out there.
Yeah. Your quote is, "No, I bet you were born from a very hard-boiled egg, ducky." For you to get the points, you must get all 3 of these correct, just to remind you.
And now I want a hard-boiled egg.
Especially if this guy came out. It'd be awesome. 5, 4, 3.
Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck.
One.
Chip Sen. I think that's how you say his name.
And your winner, El Lobo, Jim Green.
The man was dancing behind his chair. It was almost funny to watch.
Correct answer was Beverly Switzer, Leah Thompson, in Howard the Duck.
That's right.
Oh, oh my God. Oh.
And with that, I mean, that was a great match. I mean, it came down to the wire. You gotta love these type of matches that come right down to the last question. That you either have to hit to throw it back or hit it to take the lead and hope your opponent can't get the next one. But before we go into the post-match interviews, let's get a quick word with Kane and Caleb. We'll start with Kane. What were your thoughts with the overall match?
I love matches that go down to pretty much almost the last question or the second to last question because they are so fun to watch. You don't know who's gonna win. I mean, the match that was tied came down to one name, honestly, with Mark. If Mark would have got the last name correctly, it'd be a tie match. And then it would have to go to Jim, and Jim might not be able to get his all three, and then we're going into sudden death. So this match was extremely close. I don't think either competitors, can look at it as a bad performance. I think both of them played phenomenal. They also both got their strengths in round two. So I think this was a great match. I think it's almost safe to say that maybe Harley Quinn, I don't know what's going on with him. I'm not trying to take a shot, but it's like he's at 1-5 now. He's getting closer and closer to Hunter's record. That's nothing any competitor really wants to hear. But I mean, Jim, he played phenomenal. He's 1-1. He's at 500 right now. Probably, I think he wants to play Nico next. So anything can happen.
Oh, if that happens,
What do you think?
Jim, take him down.
Destroy. Yeah, I thought that the match was great. Honestly, that really could have gone either way. Especially once he said Howard the Duck, I was like, oh no, he's got it. He's got it. But just pulled the wrong character. That was a great match. 16-15. It was a 1-point game. And that's what we want out of these matches, especially that we're kind of calling this an undercard match. This wasn't an undercard match, in terms of score and gameplay. It was it was a lot of fun.
Match it was paired up with. I mean, but this was a great fight. Regardless of where it goes, this one, both of these two guys were great with it. And with our initial thoughts out of the way, let's go to post-match interviews. Let's start with our winner, El Lobo. That's Spanish for the Wolf, Jim Green. Jim, how you feeling getting that first win, getting that monkey off your back? You got that win. You're 500. You're 1-1. It gives you a chance to breathe some now that you got that first win. But how you feeling? What's your future that you might be looking at in Intergeekdom?
Well, first off, I just want to say thank you to John Reese Davies. It was he won that match for me. It was a great match back and forth. What better of a match to get than when both players get to go on their strengths for round two. And then it comes out a tie score going into the final round. It was a great match. And with this match, of my defeat of Mark Boric in Intergeekdom, my defeat of Sandy Robinson in TV, my defeat of Caleb Coho in music, my defeat of Zadia Smith in movie trivia, and then my defeat of Andrew Hayes and Cool Hand Lucas, whatever his last name is. I have completed the cycle and have won in every major division. So I'm pretty happy about that.
I would say in the TV spot, you won by due to leaving, but I mean,
my original debut match was against Sandy. Remember, it was Sandy part 2, and sadly Sandy had to bow out of the championship tournament. Get well soon, Sandy.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and Jim, it was a great win. I'm sure this is going to bolster you up there to see some higher competitors in your future. It's a very impressive win. Congratulations. And with that, let's go to the unfortunate loser, Harley Quinn. Mark, what happened in this? Was it? I mean, you were going in tied into the third round. Was it just like that trip up of the last name that got you for John Reese Davies?
It did for a second. It bothered me just because I let it get into my head that I got the last name of the guy. Yeah. But it is what it is. And also with my second question on my quote, it was Howard the Duck. Oh my! I thought for sure that was Howard the. Oh my! Now that I'm thinking about it too, it was Leah Thompson. Yeah, I know, but it was just like that's the thing. I may have a 1-5 record. All 5 of my losses have been like that. My first loss was that fatal 5-way where it came down to me and Sandy in the finals, defeating everyone else. RJ, once again another close fight. Kane, I'm pretty sure. No, actually, I think you beat me. Yeah, I think you killed me there. So I give you props for that. Jim. It came down to it was extremely close. So once again, you finally got a victory over me. Props to you for that. And like I said, it sucks that Inner Geekdom. It's one of my favorite divisions, and it's turning out to be the one that I can't get a damn victory in. I can get music. I got a victory in effing music. How does that happen? I don't know music.
Well, I mean, it happens. It does. Everyone just hits these streaks where, and like you said, they were all close matches. You fight all the way till the end. But it happens, and eventually you'll get over that push, over that mark. No pun intended. You'll get over that hump, let's say, to get a win. And I know we'll see you back here with Inner Geekdom, especially. Is a hard fought loss, but is there any final words before we go to our people here and close this out?
In Inner Geekdom, I'm a loser. There's someone else that is also a loser. We both won our first matches, but lost everything after that. I think we can match up. Come on, Kingy. Come at me. Bring it. I think we can finally do a match. Loser retires out of Inner Geekdom. How about that?
Ooh.
No one
Mark
wants
with his man crush. But we'll see how that falls out and lays out in the future. But to close all of this up, we'll go around with our final thoughts real quick to close up this match before we sign off. Caleb, after all that, what's the full close up for you after all that?
Well, after all that, my thoughts are, I feel like Mark is kind of in the same position as every man's hero JTE was in 2016, where it's just like it's a slump, man. But I mean, like you said, every game he puts up a solid performance. I mean, 15-16 is nothing to like shake your head at. That would probably win an average game, but he goes up against good competitors. He doesn't do what he used to do at the beginning of his career, which was have a feud with the weakest player possible. He's going up against a higher caliber of player. I don't think he should hold his head down at all. Just like JT, I feel like he's got to come back in him at some point. And then with Jim, yeah, man, I forgot that he's now won this. He's won the cycle. He's one of the firsts, which is awesome. Congratulations, man, and can't wait to see you back here, man. We're got some exciting matches in the future coming up for both of you guys. You'll both be happy.
And Kane, I kind of hate to ask, but what are your thoughts after hearing all that before we close out here?
I'm gonna make this quick because I gotta run over to my neighbor's house real quick. But I thought this was a great match. Nonetheless, I think as much crap as I give him, Mark's a great competitor. Put up 15 points with some good questions. You can't knock him about that. Jim just He just played a better day. If you got to think, if Jim wouldn't have got Harry Potter, it could have been a different match completely.
I mean,
But
I'm
hey,
just gonna say, like, end of the day, like that 1 point steal is what won Jim the game. Like that's crazy.
So I mean, you gotta look at it. These are both really good competitors. I will agree with Mark. His record does not perform how well he is as a competitor. But like I said, I really gotta go. So follow me at K97 on everything, and also don't forget to check out Jack of All Trivia on what now, Twitter and Instagram. That's pretty cool.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah, very, very
But
new
I'll see you
territory
guys
we're
later.
entering. Yep. All right, that was Kane signing out because he had to run off. But my final thoughts before we do our proper signing off here. Yeah, it was a close match. Great game from both of these guys. You know, Mark's record, it doesn't speak volumes for how he actually performs, and he does. He always faces tough competitors. It's not like he's facing Hunter every game or what have you. You know, he's facing tough competitors. Jim was a tough competitor. He won, and now he gets to work on maybe bettering his record. But I know Mark would definitely work behind the scenes to better his record as well for his next game, wherever that might lie. But in all of tonight, this match was everything it lived up to. And just because it's an undercard match doesn't mean anything, because this match was epic. Went down to the final round, to the final question, the way matches should. And it was awesome, epic. I'm glad to be a part of it, and I'm glad to have these two competitors here for it. It was a great match. And yep, now we'll sign off, starting with our unfortunate loser, Mark. Where can the good kids find you online?
You can always find me around everywhere there's trivia, whether it be Jack of All Trivia, Full Metal Media with our trivia there, and as one of the admins, I'm always doing Full Metal commentaries, which I'll be doing. My next project is going through all the Star Trek movies. So, Caleb, I know I really want to have you a guest on there because I know
Heck
you
yes.
love it. You and Sandy would be awesome.
Oh, that'd be such a stacked panel. Yes, please.
All right. And our winner tonight, Jim Green. Where can the good kids find you, sir?
On Facebook, like always, and because he called me out after his last match, I just want to officially accept that call out after months of prodding each other of Nico, the Cosmic Night Fury Rigoli.
With 2 R's.
I am coming.
Too.
You'll find me in a match, hopefully, against Nico here in the future.
All right. And our creator of all this, the Inner Geekdom commissioner himself, the head man, the real Caleb Mashed Potatoes. Where can they find you, real Caleb?
You can find me on Facebook, Caleb H, or on Twitter at the Caleb Hansen. But I never tweet anything. Maybe I'll start now that Jack of All Trivia has a Twitter. You never know. Yeah, also follow us on Jack of All Trivia at all those places that Kane said before. And guys, I don't have to promote it anymore. My band doesn't last night. So that's it. Peace out.
Okay. And as they said, as you've heard it, you can find Jack of All Trivia on many of the mainstream social medias, such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all under the same name, Jack of All Trivia. Follow us, like us, comment, subscribe, retweet, what have you. Enjoy, folks. I am TM Smith, and that's where you can find me all the time in TV and Inner Geekdom and TV. We will be starting up our tournament this past Sunday, as you've seen. We have restarted it, and our next match coming up next Sunday, or this coming Sunday, I guess you could say, is the Canadian Night Mare, Mark Boric, against the Villain Haven Pendergast to move on to our championship match. So it ought to be pretty good. But for all of us, that is Mark, that is Jim, that is Caleb. Kane has left us, and I am TM. We'll see you next time. Be good, everybody. Stay sweaty.